The story begins with a special discovery. An old Eber with a mosquito trapped in it. This mosquito must have drunk the blood of dinosaurs millions of years ago. Scientists extract dinosaur DNA from that mosquito. But the DNA is not complete, so to complete it, frog DNA is added to it. After a lot of hard work, they finally succeed in bringing the dinosaur back to life. Behind this project is a rich man who wants to build a big theme park where people can see real dinosaurs. Initially everything seems fine, but gradually the system starts failing and the situation becomes uncontrollable. Dinosaurs escape human control. While the dinos are being shifted, a worker is attacked and killed. This incident shows that the security of the park is not strong, due to which investors get scared and think of withdrawing their money. Then a lawyer comes and suggests that if some big experts declare this park safe, then the trust of the investors can be restored. That's why a famous scientist and his partner are called. Initially those people are hesitant, but later they agree because of the chance of funding and research. Along with him, a smart mathematician also joins the team. Everyone together reaches that mysterious island, and they have to decide within 48 hours whether this park is safe or not. But as he moves forward, he sees something that leaves everyone shocked. A real dinosaur that died out millions of years ago. Now he stands alive in front of him. Now everyone starts to understand that this is not just a park but a very risky experiment. Man has tampered with nature, and now its consequences can be dangerous at any time. As the team travels around the island, they are told about different dinosaurs. Robert casually mentions that he conducted a speed test on the T-Rex, which could run up to 30 miles per hour. Scientists are surprised to hear this because such a big creature can run so fast. This was beyond imagination. Then Robert officially welcomes them to the dangerous but amazing place Jurassic Park. After this, everyone is shown a presentation in which it is explained how the dinosaurs were brought back to life. Then they go to the lab and see with their own eyes the birth of a baby dinosaur. Scientists say that for control, they have made all the dinosaurs female so that they cannot reproduce on their own. But a mathematician does not agree with this. He says that nature cannot be completely controlled. Life always finds a way. The team is then taken to the enclosure of the dangerous velociraptors. There is feeding time, and a live cow is released inside. Within a few seconds the cow disappears. Only scary sounds are heard. It is said that these raptors are very fast, intelligent, and extremely dangerous. He keeps testing the fence again and again. Look for weak spots. That means they are not just animals, but smart hunters. Later, during lunch, Robert wants everyone to approve the park. But the mathematician flatly refuses. He says that this whole experiment is very risky. The scientist also says that more observations are necessary. Meanwhile, Robert includes his children in the tour, and everyone goes out to see the dinosaurs. But the strange thing is that many dangerous dinosaurs are not visible. This time the team finds a sick triceratops lying weak on the ground. Everyone gets excited seeing a dinosaur so closely for the first time. But it doesn't take long. Then a warning comes that a big storm is about to come. For safety reasons, the tour has to be ended early. Eva stays there with the dinosaur while the others get into their cars and head back. The weather worsens, and the atmosphere gradually becomes scary. On the other hand, there is a technician in the park who is not happy with his salary. Secretly plans to steal dinosaur embryos. He receives an offer that he will receive $1.6 million if he steals 15 embryos. He hacks the system and shuts down the park security for 20 minutes. Only the fence with the raptors remains operational. Meanwhile, he leaves with the embryos, and the power goes out in the entire park. Due to power outage, tourist cars stop where the T-Rex area is. A child notices that the water in his glass is shaking as if something heavy is approaching. After some time, suddenly a piece of goat filled with blood falls inside the car. Then everyone realizes that T-Rex is nearby. Terrified, Lauer runs away and hides in the restroom. But the T-Rex easily crosses the electric fence and comes out. Then the situation goes completely out of control. The T-Rex attacks the car. The car overturns, and the children are trapped underneath. The scientist tries to distract him by lighting a flare, and the mathematician also takes a risk to distract him. But this makes the situation worse. With great difficulty, the children are saved and a trick works. They stand absolutely silent, because they think that the T-Rex attacks only when it moves. Meanwhile, the rest of the people in the control room understand that the system has been sabotaged, and now the situation has completely turned into an emergency. On the other side, the technician who is running away after stealing the embryos. The path gets lost in a storm. His car gets stuck, and he tries to get it out. Then a small-looking dinosaur comes to him. At first, he thinks she is harmless, and starts talking to her jokingly. But the very next moment, the Crusher suddenly attacks and kills him. This is where his entire plan ends. Meanwhile, Hunter and Ava reach the T-Rex area and find the injured mathematician. They rescue him, but then realize that the T-Rex is approaching again. Everyone quickly gets into the car and runs away from there. But the T-Rex keeps chasing them. The situation becomes completely panicky. Here the scientist climbs a big tree with the grandchildren and spends the night there. In the morning, they find a large but calm dinosaur comfortably eating leaves. He explains to the children that it is harmless. Then they find broken dinosaur eggs, which reveal that dinosaurs are reproducing on their own, whereas all the dinosaurs in the park were made female. This is where we get a big shock. Dinosaur groups are changing their gender due to frog DNA. That means the control system that was created has failed. Now it becomes clear that it is not so easy to control nature, and the situation is gradually becoming completely dangerous. Robert decides he can't delay any longer. Therefore, he restarts the entire system again, so that the tampering done by the hacker engineer is removed. The system resets, but the power doesn't fully return. It turns out that the power will have to be turned on manually from the control room. The park administrator himself takes the risk and goes there, but does not return for a long time, due to which everyone gets tensed. Meanwhile, Eva and Hunter take weapons and go out to find him. When they pass through the raptors area, they are shocked to find that the velociraptors have already fled. Hunter realizes the threat is too great, so he sends Eva ahead and tries to stop the raptors himself. But raptors are very smart and dangerous, and eventually Hunter becomes their prey. Meanwhile, Grant is running away with the kids, and they get trapped in T-Rex territory again. To escape, they have to cross an electric fence. Grant first checks with a stick that there is no current. Then he tells everyone to climb up. As soon as the children reach the top, the power suddenly comes back, and the situation becomes more dangerous. Meanwhile, Eva reaches the control room and starts turning on the power system. She somehow restores all the systems. But on their way back, the raptors suddenly attack. She somehow manages to escape by running away. But the situation is now completely out of control. There is danger everywhere, and now survival has become the biggest challenge. Grant takes the children back to the base's dining hall and tells them to take care of each other. Then he himself goes out to find the rest of the people. The two children are eating when suddenly a velociraptor sneaks in. Both of them run into the kitchen out of fear. But Raptor follows them and reaches there and calls his other partner also. The two kids are forced to play hide and seek with the raptors in the kitchen. The siblings get separated as they flee, and the raptor slowly begins to approach the boy. Then the sister shows courage. She distracts the raptor by making noise with kitchen utensils and tries to save her brother. After some struggle, both of them leave from there smartly. As soon as he comes out, Grant and the others arrive as well. Together they run towards the control room, but the raptors do not stop chasing them. The door needs to be locked with a computer, so Grant and Eva stop the raptors while the girl locks the door with her computer skills. If there had been just a second's delay, everything could have been over. But the danger doesn't end yet. The raptors break through the window and come inside. Now, out of compulsion, everyone tries to save their lives by entering the ventilation shaft. The raptors smell people hiding in the ventilation shaft, and one raptor tries to attack the little girl directly. Everyone quickly leaves from there and reaches a big hall, where huge skeletons of dinosaurs are installed. But the raptors don't give up on him. He also jumps in and comes inside. A raptor climbs onto the skeleton, but the weight causes the entire structure to collapse and fall down. People get up with difficulty and try to run away. But up front, the raptors block the way again. Now the situation becomes exactly like the end. It seems that no one will be able to survive. Then suddenly the T-Rex makes an entry and kills a raptor in one blow. He then engages in a fight with other raptors as well, and the entire hall becomes a battlefield. Taking advantage of this chaos, Grant quickly takes everyone out. Outside they find Robert, who has come to the rescue. Everyone boards the helicopter and finally leaves the dangerous island safely. Now after this we are shown a time a few years later where we see a new island Isla Sorna. A family comes here to spend the weekend. But they have no idea how dangerous this place is. While playing, their little daughter goes into the forest and finds a small dinosaur there. Initially, she finds him cute and gives him food to befriend him. But suddenly a lot of small dinos appear and the situation becomes dangerous. The scene shifts to Dr. Malcolm, who had survived the first part as well. He is called by John Hammond and told that even after Jurassic Park closed, there is another island where dinosaurs are still alive. But now the situation is not under control. The company people want to earn profit by using this island, no matter how much risk one has to take for this. John Hammond wants Malcolm to go to the island and reveal the truth so that the world knows how dangerous this experiment is. Malcolm initially refuses, but when he learns that his girlfriend has already gone there, he is forced to accept the mission. A team is also sent along with him, which will do research and documentation. As the team arrives on the island, they realize that the place is even more dangerous than before. Here dinosaurs are completely free and consider humans as enemies. But when he moves ahead in the boat owner refuses to go further out of fear. He tells that whoever went to that island never returned. That is why people call it the Valley of Death. Hearing this, the situation becomes even more tense. But still Malcolm and his team are ready to take the risk, because now there is no option of retreating. Now these people leave the boat and start moving inside the island in their vehicles. The boatman has already warned that if needed, just call, and he will come to pick you up. Malcolm's primary objective is to find Sarah by any means necessary, but his tracking device isn't working properly, adding to the tension. Moving forward, they see some stegosaurus. Everyone stands quietly, so as not to disturb them. But Nick doesn't want to miss this opportunity, and quietly starts taking their photos. Then they find Sarah. Sarah confidently says that she knew Malcolm would come looking for her. Then she explains that she has done research on dinosaurs. Some herbivorous dinosaurs may have found lysine-rich plants, like soybeans here. That's why they are surviving, and carnivores survive by eating them. Meanwhile, a small dinosaur is seen, and Sarah goes near it and starts taking photos. Malcolm stops him, because it could be dangerous to get so close. At first everything goes well, but suddenly the dinos become aggressive and start attacking Sarah. Somehow, the situation is controlled, and the team returns back to the camp. When they arrive at the camp, they see a fire burning, and shockingly, it turns out to be Kelly, who had secretly come to the island with them. Malcolm becomes furious upon seeing her, and immediately demands she be sent back. While all this is going on, signs of arrival of some more people are seen in the sky. Now here comes a big twist. It turns out that the engine company has sent not just one team, but a second team as well. This second team is led by Peter, whose clear aim is to capture the dinosaurs and take them back and make profit from them. He is accompanied by an expert hunter named Roland. Roland has already captured several dangerous animals. That's why he is not even afraid of dinosaurs. Roland goes into the jungle with his team and attacks the herbivore dinosaurs. Some dinosaurs are also captured by making them unconscious. Malcolm and his team watch all this from a distance and try to understand what these people really want to do. It is here that Roland sees the footprints of a T-Rex, which tells him that it is nearby. Roland and a companion arrive at a location where a baby T-Rex is found. Actually, that is his family area. Normally this is the most dangerous place because T-Rex is very aggressive in its territory, but still Roland takes the risk and shoots and captures the baby T-Rex. Seeing all this, Malcolm understands why John sent him and his team to stop somehow from taking out these dinosaurs. Slowly Peter sets his entire plan. He shows captured baby dinosaurs to investors and board members and tries to convince them that a new park can be built where people can come and see dinosaurs. His dream is to turn the dinos into a major commercial attraction. But Malcolm's team doesn't want this to happen. Nick and Sarah sneak into the camp and open all the cages, due to which all the captured dinosaurs get freed and wreak havoc in the entire camp. Suddenly there is chaos everywhere, and people start running to save their lives. Amidst this chaos, a high-speed car comes flying towards Roland. But he saves his life by jumping down in time. The situation is completely out of control. Meanwhile, Sarah and Nick find the baby T-Rex in very bad condition. Sarah brings him with her and tries to bandage his leg as it is fractured. The baby starts screaming loudly in pain, which becomes a big problem because his voice can reach his parents. Malcolm understands this danger. He immediately tries to convince Sarah to leave the baby or get out of there. Otherwise, the T-Rex will come and attack. But the problem is that Sarah and Nick are unable to pick up the phone. Now Malcolm leaves his daughter Kelly at a safe place and sets out alone to save Sarah. Meanwhile, Sarah and Nick are taking care of the baby T-Rex. But Malcolm repeatedly warns him to leave him outside quickly, otherwise his parents will come. But by then it is too late. Both mother and father T-Rex have reached around the van. Sarah thinks he has just come to take his child and will not attack. So she tries to give the baby back. But this thinking proves to be wrong. Suddenly both the T-Rex start pushing the entire van in anger, as if you want to throw him into a ditch. The situation becomes very dangerous. Sarah slips and hangs on the broken glass, with a deep abyss below. Malcolm tries to hold her, and somehow manages to hold her hand. But the van itself is slowly sliding towards the ditch. A rope is used as support from above. But that too cannot last long. Meanwhile, Eddie risks his life to stop the car with a rope. But the T-Rex attacks him and brutally kills him. Eventually the van falls down. But thanks to the rope, Malcolm, Sarah, and Nick somehow survive. Then Peter's team arrives there and takes them out. Malcolm angrily explains to Peter that this is not a game. If you just want to do research, do it and leave. But if dinosaurs are provoked, they will not spare anyone. Now the situation becomes even worse. Sarah and Nick try to find the communication device. But the camp is completely destroyed. The device that was in the van would also have fallen into the ditch. This means that now they have no way to contact the outside world. Then Peter tells that John had built an emergency bunker on the island from where communication can be done. But the problem is that the bunker is very far away. It can take a full day to reach there, and the route passes through dense forest, which is the territory of dangerous velociraptors. Still, out of compulsion, the entire team starts moving in the same direction under the leadership of Roland. Everyone stops at a place on the way and takes rest. Then one member of the team goes aside to go to the washroom. One of his companions is nearby. But he has headphones in his ears. That's why you see he can't hear anything. The man who goes alone gradually loses his way. Suddenly small dinosaurs appear in front of him. At first, he takes them lightly and tries to drive them away. But their numbers increase rapidly. The man runs away in fear. He tries to drive them away by throwing stones. But eventually all those small dinosaurs attack him together and kill him. Meanwhile, Roland tells the rest of the team to move on while he stays behind to search for his missing companion. After some time, Roland comes to know that his companion has been killed. Now it becomes night, and the entire team camps at one place. But in the midst of the silence, suddenly the sound of heavy footsteps starts coming, as if something huge is moving towards them, and then appears the T-Rex which enters straight into their camp. At this time Sarah and Kelly are sleeping. Sarah immediately covers Kelly's mouth, so she doesn't make any noise, and remains silent herself. Malcolm also remains completely calm. But then one of the team members gets scared and starts shouting loudly. Then what? T-Rex's attention shifts to everyone. Everyone runs towards the forest to save their lives. Meanwhile, Roland takes the opportunity and shoots the T-Rex with a tranquilizer gun. While running, some people hide behind a waterfall. But the T-Rex reaches there too. The situation becomes more scary. A man screams after seeing a snake, and because of that sound, the T-Rex catches him and kills him. Sarah, Callie, and the others see all this with their own eyes, due to which everyone gets more scared. Meanwhile, those who escape through the other path of the forest accidentally reach the territory of velociraptors. There suddenly many raptors attack them, and no one is able to escape. Malcolm realizes in advance that this path is dangerous. So he tells his team to leave quickly. Eventually Malcolm, Sarah, Nick, and Kelly somehow reach the bunker. Nick goes inside, turns on the communication system and contacts the base. But the danger is not over yet. Just as Malcolm, Sarah, and Callie are about to enter the bunker, a velociraptor suddenly attacks from behind, putting everyone's lives in danger again. Malcolm, Sarah, and Callie try to hide in different rooms to save their lives. But the velociraptors are so clever that they don't give up on them. On one hand, humans are trying to get out by digging the soil, while on the other hand, the raptor also tries to enter inside by using the same path. Every moment it seems that it is difficult to escape now. Meanwhile, Malcolm also reaches the same room where Sarah and Callie are hiding. Just then a dangerous raptor flies up and is about to attack. But at that moment, Callie shows her courage. She uses her gymnastic skills to knock down the raptor with a powerful kick. Within a short time, the rescue team reaches there, and Malcolm along with his companions manages to get out of that dangerous place. On the other hand, Roland now understands that Peter's plan is wrong. His team had to suffer the consequences of what he did to these animals in greed for money. After this, the story shifts towards the city, where Peter brings T-Rex to San Diego as part of his plan. A lot of people gather at the dog. Everyone is excited to see this dangerous creature. But as soon as Malcolm and Sarah find out about this, they immediately try to stop it because they realize that if it gets out of control, it could cause a huge disaster. The crowd standing on the dog does not understand that something is wrong inside the ship because there is no response and no control. The ship hits the dog directly at high speed without stopping. When people go inside and see, they are surprised. No one would have survived inside. This makes it clear that the T-Rex has killed the entire crew. The biggest mistake is when someone accidentally opens the door, and at that very moment the T-Rex comes out. A dangerous animal is roaming freely on the streets of the city. There is chaos everywhere. People start running to save their lives, and the entire atmosphere becomes filled with terror. The real reason is that the big T-Rex's baby was also brought along with him, and now he is running amok in search of his baby and creating havoc everywhere. When Malcolm and Sarah learn of this, they realize that the only way to stop this situation is to return the baby to her. Both of them immediately go to Peter and explain to him that if human lives are to be saved, he will have to tell the truth about where the child is kept. Finally, as soon as they get the location, Malcolm and Sarah waste no time and set out to get him. Meanwhile, inside the city, T-Rex is out of control and destroying everything. Malcolm and Sarah come up with a very risky plan. They bring the baby dinosaur with them and place it in a place where it will attract the attention of the larger T-Rex. As the child's voice echoes, the large T-Rex slowly begins to move towards them. Their motive is clear. Somehow control it and send it back inside the same ship. But then Peter interrupts. He must have invested a lot of money in this entire project. That's why he can't see it ending like this. He goes down and tries to stop the baby dinosaur. But this turns out to be his biggest mistake because as he approaches, the large T-Rex standing behind him spots him. Peter tries to escape. But this time his luck does not favor him. He gets punished for his own greed. After this, Malcolm and Sarah take immediate action. They decide to sedate the T-Rex to calm it down. With one precise shot, he is injected and finally subdued. Then both the big and small T-Rex are carefully locked back into the same ship. After some time, news comes that both these dinosaurs have been sent back to their real home, Island Isla Sorna. Now even humans have understood that these creatures are not going to remain under their control. John's perspective also changes. He believes that it is right to leave these animals to their fate. Finally, an island scene is shown where different dinosaurs are living freely in their own world. The story ends here. But it gives a clear message. The consequences of tampering with nature are always dangerous.